Maybe no, you don't feel like they're like gliding. Everything's just a little bit stiff, a bit dusty. These 4 exercises are going to help you loosen up in the morning. First up, casts. Elbows start at 90 degrees. We're going to lift our elbows up high. They point forward, not out. So give me high and tight elbows here. Clubs are behind each shoulder. Now from this position, straighten your arms, flick out into a saber. The clubs drop. As you pass your hips, you will hinge. Stop just in line with your back. So we don't want to be swinging all the way up here. Just stop around here. Squeeze your glutes, stand up tall. Shoot the clubs back, flick into a hammer again. Elbows high, back to behind your back. Flick out, hinge, stomp, flick in. Flick out, hinge, stomp, flick in. Think kettlebell swing, little hinge, I'm loading up my glutes. There's our regular cast. To create a little more rotation in the spine, next is a cross cast. Starting up, same as a cast, we're going to flick out, hinge over. This heel is going to lift off the ground. I'm going to bend that knee and I'm going to put my weight on the side that the clubs are. I'm going to flick back, cast up, get my other side. Where casts and cross casts use a hinge to carry momentum, half pivot casts and full pivot casts are going to use the pivot motion of your feet and your legs and your body turning to get the motion. So we're not going to hinge over, we're not going to bend over this time, we're going to stay pretty straight up. Turning to the side, casting out. As the clubs come towards the front of you, pivot to follow them, cast back. If we're doing a half pivot cast, we're going to go back and forth through the bottom part. If this turns into a full pivot cast, I turn, cast, catch, turn, cast, catch, turn. So when we're doing a full pivot cast, we're going to have to stop and do the other way as well. Make sure you practice your full pivot casts for the same amount of time each side. These full pivot casts are different from parallel hearts. So when we're learning, sometimes these two can get a little tangled. This one, we are casting out at the same time, turning, pulling in at the same time. Parallel hearts, shooting out, flicking in, okay? I have one final movement for you that really helps open up my spine when I'm feeling a little stiff. I want you to hold your club in a saber, bend your legs, extend. As you start to get used to it, you start to create a little momentum. And I want you to work on the exhale. So we're I'm picturing my shoulder blades sliding across my back, swinging back and forth. Lots of joints are getting a little gentle movement here. One of the main things I really love about Indian clubs practice is that as you build movements and you start to get to know them, you can build your own workouts depending on what you feel like your body needs that day.